I made one mistake. I had a problem with my spiritual father of blessed memory, Benson Idahosa. Ora Robert had come to Ghana to hold a big crusade at the stadium, and we had over 100,000 people in attendance. I was very young at that time, and when I saw that move and how we blocked the entire city, it got into my head. And then Ora Robert came and put my church in a magazine and said that my church was one of the churches of Benson Idahosa. And I had a young pastor with me who was not very wise, very zealous, very smart, very intelligent, but was not wise. To be smart, to be intelligent is good, but I prefer people who are wise, because it will make you intelligent and smart, but it's wisdom that makes you wise. And he didn't have wisdom. He wasn't wise. His lead and his advice. And I wrote to Oral Roberts and said to Oral that my church is under Idahosa, and I don't appreciate that kind of publicity. So Oral sent a letter to Idahosa and said, this is what your son is saying. Idahosa sent the principal of my Bible school, Bishop Coker of blessed memory, come call me. So they came and invited me to go with them to Benin City to see the old man, and I refused to go. I was very, very proud and arrogant at that time. I'd come into a lot of money. I was the biggest thing in town. There was no charismatic church in town. I was the hottest thing in town. Everybody came to my meetings. Every charismatic preacher in town today, they all came to my meeting. I was there before anybody. Rub shoulders with me, you know, because I saw them and I was there before they came on the scene. So anyway, they came to see me and I refused to go. I told them to go and tell Idahosa I'm not coming. And then one of them said, Nicholas, are you sure you know what you are doing? You are telling us to go tell your spiritual father, Papa. I said yes. That was how stupid and arrogant I was. And that is what success and money and fame that you have sure to handle and to manage does to you. So when he got the message that I wasn't coming, he sent me a letter and he said, now that you're of age and you don't need me, I release you from my covering. You are on your own. I took the letter and I tear the letter into pieces. And I said, your words have no power over me. 1 week after that incident, National Security invited me for investigations. And for 2 years, night and day, they were. And I went to my spiritual old man in the church I got. When I got in the church I attended, one Elder Saki, I saw him when I was taken into heaven. And I said, Papa, I'm in deep trouble. And I said to him, I don't know what's going on with all these investigations. And he said, let me go to the Lord, I'll come back to you. So he came back and he said, the Lord said you touch one of his anointed. And unless you, this thing is not ending. And every attempt I made to see him wasn't working. And one time, I had an opportunity. And I heard he was in London. So I went to London. And I had an opportunity. And I fell at his feet and I said, mercy. Mercy. And mercy means exemption from judgment and exemption from consequence. So I said, Papa, mercy. And you know the prayer he prayed? He said, say, this is between me and my son. Stay out of it. In the name of Jesus. That was the end of the case.